What is going on, everybody? James Hancock here. I'm back to do a reaction video to the second official trailer for Dune Part 2 coming out this fall on November 3rd. And ordinarily, I would do a very long kind of intro or preamble or just rambling rant about my love and adoration for Dune. But unfortunately, I have to walk out the door in like 20 minutes to go see Dial of Destiny. So I'm going to keep this reaction video lean and mean and focused. And maybe on Saturday when I have some free time, I'll come back and do a more lengthy kind of breakdown. But let's see what we shall see. And who knows, maybe I'll have to stick around and do some ranting whether I like it or not. So let's start this sucker up in 3, 2, 1. That is gorgeous.
This world is beyond cruelty. You've been
All my
fighting
people.
the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries.
Harkonnens.
They were massacred alongside my father.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
God, I love Rebecca Ferguson.
We believe in Fremen.
Let me fight beside you.
Reload!
This looks dope as fuck.
He said that.
I got that. Thanks.
I won't be fighting for him. I'm fighting for my people.
You young pup.
Gurney. You young pup! I like Patrick Stewart's delivery better, but that'll serve.
Better science.
The prophet. Why is that a bad thing? Use it.
Because all my visions lead to horror.
Jihad.
Because you lose control.
Because I gain it.
Yeah, baby.
Johnny, do you believe in me?
Paul Atreides is still alive.
Walking. Nice. The Padishah Emperor. Emperor Padishah, whatever the fuck his name is.
With this prophet.
My twin brother. My uncle. Bring on more fade.
Your father. Was a weak man.
Dooku's back from the dead.
Holy Mother Mercy.
Must be done.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not how!
Nice Johnny kicking butt.
I'll love you as long as I breathe.
This prophecy is how they enslave us!
It's not a prophecy. It's a story.
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
Yeah, I would love to be able to describe the goosebumps up and down my neck and back.
Duke of Arrakis.
He who can destroy a thing has the real control of it.
Yeah, every other studio movie coming out around this time, they just had their clean underwear moment where they just shit their pants in terror over competing against that movie. A few quick thoughts before I have to run out the door to see Indiana, and I would much rather be sitting around talking about Dune Part 2, but I have a 3 o'clock showing of Indiana that I want to hit. I bet this trailer dropped now because Warner Brothers is very desperate to change the narrative surrounding The Flash. The Flash has been losing so much money, and even the most pessimistic projections imaginable with The Flash, no one anticipated that The Flash would just completely just implode like a you know. Anyway, it has died the most painful death imaginable in the most spectacular fashion possible. And Warner Brothers wants people to talk about something else. And, you know, Barbie might be the way to change the narrative, but good God. That's the kind of trailer that reminds everybody of what spectacle is supposed to try and achieve, where I feel like we've seen so many superhero films or just big budget spectacles where you can tell they're just phoning it in, they're doing the bare minimum, or they're appealing to the lowest common denominator, like the people that demand the least from their entertainment. Like they just want to sit back and have some special effects wash over them, but they don't want any depth or nuance or complexity or richness in the text or in the material, Dune Part 2, that is high nutrient entertainment, and I don't even know where to begin. I mean, Fade Routha looks scary as fuck. Baron Harkonnen looks cool as hell. I'm loving seeing Christopher Walken as the goddamn Emperor, and yeah, I don't want to give away any spoilers from the book, but everybody's got enough time to read that bad boy before November, and so I strongly recommend everybody do so. When it comes to fantasy, sci-fi, horror, like all the great kind of sources of genre fiction out there, it's one of those remarkable experiences that, well, not only can you have it once, but it gets deeper and richer every single time you go back and reread it. And so, yeah, it's just about July. Even if you're a slow reader, you have more than enough time. But I recommend everybody scratch their itch. But this is one of those trailers where I'm probably going to watch it 10, 15, 20 times. And yeah, now I'm really itching to do a lengthier Dune video. Can't do it tomorrow, but I think Saturday, that's going to be how I spend my time. And these days we're hearing a lot about superhero fatigue or Hollywood fatigue, and how it's not just specific movies and or franchises, but that audiences in general are starting to reject and just repudiate the entire Hollywood machinery, where they just, you can only get burned so many times before you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to watch sports, or I'm going to go outside, or I'm going to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to do anything other than watch Hollywood movies. And there's no denying that Hollywood is on a serious cold streak. I mean, this summer, a lot of movies have underperformed. Some movies have outright flopped. And good God, Dial of Destiny, it looks like it's about to be added to that mix, where you've got a movie being made for $300 million, being marketed for $150, meaning it needs to make about $900 in order to turn a profit because of the way that revenues are divided with the theater. Dial of Destiny is not going to make $900. I don't know what Dune Part 2 is going to make, because Dune Part 2 might be too complex for Joe Schmo, but I feel like if the battles are grand and glorious and it's just like a true visionary experience, the same way like Peter Jackson when he gave us Return of the King, not everybody had to be like a Tolkien scholar to appreciate every aspect of it, but the ride was so spectacular, it didn't matter if some people weren't appreciating a small portion of it, because that small portion was so good. They were willing to go back for third, fourth, fifth, sixth helpings. I saw Return of the King 6 times in the theater because I'm a big giant Tolkien nerd, but I might go back and see Dune Part 2 6 times if it's on that level. And so who knows, maybe we'll see a science fiction film winning Best Picture. If you want to get people to start watching the Oscars again, nominate movies like that for Best Picture. Then you'll see people getting excited. No one cares about your documentary that you made for $500,000. People want to see Paul Atreides screaming to the Fremen and going to war with the Harkonnens. But anyway, I'm getting a little giddy, getting a little excited. I want to watch it again. I got to go out the door. So many things that I want to do. So yeah, look for a video on Saturday on the topic of Dune. Can't wait to talk about it more. Can't thank you enough for watching this video. Hope everybody is as excited as I am. But as always, onwards and upwards.